Pokemon cards are easy to find in 2021? Right. Here is a list of things that are easier to find than Pokemon cards right now in stock at RRP.
A flying pig, a needle in a haystack, tartan paints, and...
Taking 2 seconds to mega punch that like button. But that's all about to change as Pokemon has officially announced reprints are coming for the most popular and in-demand sets that people just can't seem to get a hold of. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact statement that Pokemon has officially announced, and stick around until the end where I talk about what this means for collectors, investors, flippers, and the hobby overall.
Are you ready for shredding?
Welcome to the Pokemon Card Classic with the jacked, stacked serial thriller of Pokemon card collecting, Shreddy. And today, guys, Pokemon have officially announced that they are reprinting the most popular sets that people can get hold of. And let's be honest, this is long overdue, because we know as collectors, Pokemon at the minute is like gold dust. Just take a second and think back to the last time that you were able to get Hidden Fates at retail. Think back to the last time you were able to get a Champion's Path Elite Trainer box at retail. Think back to the last time you were able to get a Vivid Voltage booster box at RRP. And it's not just the cool stuff that's in demand either,
But the women and the children too.
it's literally anything. And the shred means anything. It's even things like Rebel Clash, the base set Sword and Shield tins that, let's be honest, nobody really cares about. I was in Tesco 2 days ago and there was stickers there for Sword and Shield tins completely wiped out. But the Tash has brought us luck, because coincidentally, the week that Shreddy shaves in his mustache, Pokemon Company announced reprints of popular sets. Coinky ding? I think not. So I'm going to read the update from the Pokemon.com website right now. Update on Pokemon trading card game product availability. And this was posted today. We're aware that some of you are experiencing difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card game products due to very high demand and global shipping constraints impacting availability. We understand this is an inconvenience that can be disappointing for fans, and we are working to address it where it's within our control. In situations where there is limited availability, we are actively working to print more of the impacted Pokemon TCG products as quickly as possible and at maximum capacity to support this increased demand. Reprinted products are expected to be available at retailers as soon as possible. For new Pokemon TCG expansions launched in the future, we are maximising production to increase product availability upon release, and we will continue to reprint the products to replenish stock at retailers as soon as possible. We'd like to thank the community for their continued support and patience as we work to deliver more Pokemon TCG products to fans. So, quite a bit to digest there. Reprints are coming. Future sets are going to be having increased on the production to make sure that there's more supply there. But contrary to what people might believe out there, and I see this on Facebook and Instagram on almost a daily basis, the Pokemon Company does not want scalpers buying the product and selling it and chilling it up for more than what it's costing at retail. And the Pokemon Company does not want you watching this entire video without mega punching that thumbs up button. Hands down, Pokemon does not want to be associated with scalping. It doesn't want customers having to buy the product at, twice what they're worth at retail. People out there on social media seem to think that Pokemon is intentionally shorting the supply or shorting how much they're printing of things, so that's creating more of a buzz and making it seem more popular than it actually is. And that's just not the case. If there's demand for it there, Pokemon wants to be producing as much as possible to meet that demand. To think that Pokemon is intentionally not supplying the customers out there is bullshit, Mr. Hangman, and here's why. Pokemon, hell, any business wants to satisfy their customers. This might seem like a foreign concept to a lot of people out there, but as a marketer, I can honestly say that any successful business, their sole goal is to satisfy the needs and the wants of their customers in a profitable manner. Pokemon wants to be able to produce enough product so its customers can buy it from retail, but so it's direct from Pokemon or through that distribution chain. Pokemon doesn't want to be creating a situation where their customers and their fans have to be going through eBay and meeting up with people on Facebook and buying from scalpers. They do not want that at all. It creates complaints in the community, it creates unhappiness, unrest, and it makes the customer base kind of lose faith in the company, which is Pokemon. And Pokemon is not about that at all. Right now, Pokemon card collectors, customers aren't being satisfied whatsoever. A lot of them are having to pay, a lot of them who can't be patient, I should say, are having to pay 1.5, 2 times, sometimes even more the price of what these products are costing at RRP, because scalpers are buying out what little stock there is and then flipping it and reselling it online. What we're seeing is a generation of kids that have been brought up watching the likes of Gary Vee, aggressively shouting, telling them what they should already know, what's common sense, but doing it in a way that is just so cringy to an adult, but to a young, impressionable mind, they're just shouting at them, telling them what they want to hear. Oh, you can do anything, man. F this, F that. But you've got the likes of an ass clown like Gary Vee, just putting out this very aggressive narrative of, you know, they should be going flipping things, they should be doing this, they should be doing that. And they've grown up watching this kind of content, consuming this kind of content. So you've got a generation now of people who are flipping product, jumping onto whatever's popular and just flipping it to make money. Now, I'm not immune to wanting to make profit or wanting to make more money. I completely get that you can buy product, you can buy cards, you can sell them for a higher price, use that profit to buy more cards, scale up your own collection, and just kind of have your hobby running self-sufficient if you're able to make profit from Pokemon. And that's absolutely fine. I would recommend that to any collector out there, legit. Anyone that's able to make profit, have a side hustle, or be successful with an investment, my man or my woman. But going to Walmart or Tesco or Asda or Target or wherever it is that you buy Pokemon from, emptying the shelf and then going and selling it on Facebook or on eBay, it's not a long-term business at all. Yes, it's quick bucks, it's quick money, it's a quick flip, but it's not a sustainable long-term business. You're not a hashtag entrepreneur. Don't get ahead of yourself. At best, it's a side hustle, a temporary side hustle, while Pokemon supply is short and demand is so high. And at worst, it's kind of a sad existence for people who don't have another source of income. Pokemon is definitely taking note of how unhappy the fan base is and how unhappy collectors are at the moment because of this stock shortage. Pokemon doesn't want one person walking into Walmart, Asda, or the Quickie Mart buying out a shelf full of Pokemon to make that sweet, sweet green at inflated prices, only to have a family taking the kids in, another family, 2 families, 5 families, 10 families. It doesn't matter how many families. Pokemon doesn't want the majority of their customer base walking into stores and seeing product is unavailable. Not everybody is going to buy from these flippers. So for your casual parents taking the kids, you know, your casual kid who just wants to buy, you know, spend the pocket money on Pokemon, they're not going out there to then buy flip product or scalp product. So that's lost sales for Pokemon in that sense. And that kids could then just move on to another franchise and spend the money elsewhere and get involved in another hobby. It's not good for Pokemon. So it's no surprise that Pokemon is reprinting sets and increasing the printage of future sets to make sure that collectors, whether it's people my age, younger than me, or older than me, can walk into a store, buy enough product that they want for their own collection and be happy with the purchase. Now, what sets are they reprinting? And this is where things get a little bit exciting, because at the minute we don't know diddly squat about what Pokemon is planning on reprinting. All we can do is speculate, but Shreddy is going to turn Shreddy Breck into Shreddy Speculate as we talk about the sets that are most likely going to be getting hit by reprints. And stay tuned, because we're talking about the pros and the cons of what reprints mean. Now, despite what people might tell you online, literally nothing is immune technically from a reprint since Nintendo took over the franchise. Now, it is 99.99% unlikely we're going to see Fire Red Leaf Green products be reprinted, so don't be getting your hopes up for things like that. But what we are most likely to be seeing, in my opinion, getting the reprint treatment are sets like Hidden Fates, Evolutions, potentially Shining Legends. Why? Pokemon right now is on fire. We're in 2021, it's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. We are getting more and more people entering or re-entering or returning to the hobby that want that 50 cc's of nostalgia straight in to their ass. What better way to get that nostalgic shot for cheap than through Evolutions. Now, Evolutions is a set that's 5 years old, got printed to the ground, but over the past couple of months we've seen a climbing in price, but the past month has spiked in price to insane prices. I actually did a video on this, in the breakdown of why that price is what it is, $1,000 plus, isn't actually so insane. Go and check out why that might be. Now, while people might not like the idea of an Evolutions reprint, one, because we've already seen so much of it printed, or two, because they've bought a load of it to sell on and flip it, and a reprint would mean the prices come down, I think Evolutions could, I'm not saying it will, could get the reprint treatment, because people entering the hobby this year want to be collecting what they grew up on as a kid. Base set. Base set for a lot of people now is out of reach. So if you can go into a store and buy a pack for £4 or $4 of Evolutions, or buy an entire booster box for like $100, of course you're going to want to do that over spending hundreds of dollars or hundreds of pounds on a single booster pack. It makes perfect sense to me that Pokemon would look to distribute more Evolutions product to capitalize on this. At the minute, demand for Evolutions is super high, so why would Pokemon want someone spending $1,000 to a scalper on one box when they could spend that $1,000 with Pokemon and buy 9 or 10 boxes from them directly? Next up, Shining Legends. Why do I think Shining Legends? Well, because Hidden Fate, Shiny Vault, super popular. Shining Fate's coming out, pre-orders off the Richter, super popular. Why are these sets so popular? Because of shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon appeals to literally any Pokemon fan out there. So if they were to reprint Shining Legends, which has become a really popular set over time, that would do super well and allow Pokemon just to cash in even more on what's popular. Again, I'm not saying it's going to be reprinted, I'm saying there's a good chance it could be reprinted. Hidden Fate, this goes without saying. Hidden Fate, every couple of weeks, every couple of months we see, oh, there's more tins coming, there's more whatever coming, there's more ETBs coming. There's already ETBs due to hit in February, March time. We've already had one reprint of Hidden Fate, but because that set has been so popular, it just, to me, it's common sense that Pokemon would just keep riding this wave of popularity right now and keep pushing out more Hidden Fates, because that is literally what they're doing there. Is they're taking X amount of money in terms of raw cardboard, they're putting it through a magical money maker machine known as a printer, it goes through and it comes out as just gold. It's as simple as that. So Hidden Fates, I would 100% say that, and it's my opinion, but I would 100% say that we're going to get more Hidden Fates product hidden. Now, there's going to be a bunch of other sets that could get the reprint treatment. What do you think they're going to be? Let me know down below. So, is more availability good or bad for the hobby? Well, it depends on what kind of hobbyist you are. Hobbyist? Hobbiters. So, undoubtedly, for your average collector, for your true collector, this news is nothing but good. Why? Because it means you can get as much product as you want for the RRP and not have to pay more than what it was originally retailed for. It means you can get more product for your money. There's nothing bad about that at all. Flippers, no matter which way you look at it, this is bad. Now, the flippers will defend that and say, oh, but there's still going to be people wanting this product. They're not going to print enough demand. And that's, that's quite true. They might not print enough to match the demand. But what they're probably going to do is continue just printing waves, release it as and when they can to kind of meet that demand long term. So if you're a flipper, prices, literally, when the Hidden Fates reprint was announced and confirmed in 2020, straight away prices of tins on eBay started dropping because people knew, oh, well, I can either pay double, triple the price for it now or wait until September, which is 2-3 months from now, and buy it for RRP, or I'll just wait. Some people will continue paying those prices, but when there's a massive shortage of demand, and in that scenario it was people wanting Hidden Fates, but knowing they can get it for cheaper if they wait a little bit, the demand dropped. So as a flipper, what happens? People stop buying for that price, you drop your price. When you see the price drop of your product, as a flipper, you're then thinking, oh, what if the price keeps on dropping? So more flippers start selling the product all at the same time. More people are listening to the product, there's more availability there, at a cheaper price and there's less buyers, the prices just drop. And then lastly, investors. So short-term investors, whatever set gets reprinted, that is going to drop in price for sure. If Pokemon makes any of their sets available at RRP again, nobody is going to be paying those inflated prices. Let's say a booster box is $100, but it's currently $350 on eBay. As soon as that news hits of a reprint of booster boxes is coming, when the actual reprint hits and it's available at store for pre-order or to walk into a store or just order online, it's $100 straight away. That $350 just boop, it's gone, becomes irrelevant because you can buy for $100 again. So short-term investors are going to be hit. More supply of these cards means more potential for PSA 10s. So the long-term investment is also probably going to take a hit as well. The more PSA 10s out there, the less scarce it is, the easier something is to get, the less valuable it's going to become. But for longer-term investors, 20 years from now, I think it's very unlikely that we're still going to be talking about another reprint of Hidden Fate. So given a 20-year time frame, yeah, everything's going to rise. Things will be come out of print. Kids who grew up with it now in 20 years time want that nostalgia back. So yeah, your prices are going to raise up. Now, if a reprint means there's going to be an extra 2,000 PSA 10 SV Charizards out there and another 10,000 cases of sealed Hidden Fate tins that have been put away as investments, yeah, the prices might not be as high as what you think, which is what I say often about Modern, but I'm confident that those prices are still going to climb and you'll make profits. How much profit you're going to make though, definitely not the same as what you would buying vintage WotC. So just kind of wrapping things up now, I just think like if I was a kid now in 2020, in 2021, wanting to buy Pokemon, I would be gutted. 9-year-old Shreddy's heart, his heart would almost be exploding because for me, buying Pokemon cards when I was a kid, I couldn't buy them online. The internet wasn't even really a thing when I was a kid. But I just used to think, I'd have my pocket money, I'd go down to the corner shop, I'd be at the supermarket with my parents, I'd be out for a day out or whatever it might be, and the little bit of pocket money I'd have, or my parents would maybe just treat me as like an impulse buy kind of thing. That's how I got most of my Pokemon cards. And I imagine that's how a lot of kids now are getting the Pokemon cards. So to kind of rob kids of that experience of being able to just get cards with the little bit of money they've got through a shop, I don't know, it's just kind of robbing that fun away. And let's be honest, as much as we all enjoy Pokemon, as much as me as a 30-year-old enjoys Pokemon, Pokemon is a kid's franchise. I'm only enjoying Pokemon now because I enjoyed it when I was a kid. If I never got into Pokemon when I was a kid, I would not be a 30-year-old getting into Pokemon for the first time. So despite what we might like to think as collectors or investors, Pokemon wasn't printing first edition Charizards in 1999 for a 50-year-old guy to hoard 10, 20, 50 of them of. Pokemon was printing cards for kids to buy, to trade, to collect, and to play with. So for me, this reprint is good news all around. Shreddy hopes that whatever you're wanting to get your hands on that isn't available at the minute gets that reprint treatment, and Shreddy also hopes that you mega punch that thumbs up button to tell the YouTube algorithm to push this video out to more people, to more Shredded and more fellow Pokemon card collectors. So on screen now is another video I made about scalping and how you can avoid paying scalpers' prices. Go and check it out, I'm sure it will help you. On the channel, I've got a bunch of other videos from how to invest in Pokemon, how to make money with Pokemon, how to collect on a cheap budget, and Pokemon retrospective videos on my personal collection and all the sets. So be sure to mega punch that subscribe button to never miss an episode of Shreddy's Pokemon Card Classic. But until next time, remember that collecting ain't no gimmick, it's a lifestyle.